checking out the channel today. Steven is out, so I get to be y'all's spokesman and show y'all this really nice 2017 Z06 in my favorite color, the dark gray. I don't remember the name of the color, but it's gorgeous. So this has been a really cool build, and so I'm gonna run through it with y'all so y'all kind of see what's been going on with this one. This was for Mr. Chisholm. This is a pretty high horsepower build for being a stock bottom end. The short block is stock, so I'll give you a little bit more detail, but the first thing you notice about this car, the meaty drag radials. So we did a 15-inch conversion. We've got our custom late model racecraft beadlocks. They look really nice. So that's the first thing you notice, and really the only thing you notice on the outside or the interior about this thing being modified at all, except for the sound, because it sounds awesome. But outside of that, everything else is under the hood. So if you want to come check it out over here. Obviously, first you notice the really nice Magnuson 2650 with our custom billet cover on it. And then right underneath that, see our custom billet valve covers after the coil pack relocation. That helps clean up the engine bay a ton. Y'all have seen some of our other videos we've shown builds that we've done that. They've gotten pretty popular. They look awesome like this. So like I said, stock short block, ported heads, Magnuson 2650.
There's a tank back there.
Ice tank. Let me show you the ice tank real quick. So this is our ice tank for the Supercharger. It helps to keep the intake air temperatures cooler. So the Supercharger has cooling bricks in it, and it's fed by these hoses. So it adds a lot of capacity and keeps that capacity in the cooler air of the car's cabin. And when you go to the drag strip, you can easily drain it with this little petcock right here. Turn that valve, and that drains enough water right through here so that you can add ice to it and really cool off your intake air temperatures, which is going to give you quite a bit more horsepower than you know, rising intake air temperatures. We're always trying to fight the heat, and this is a really good way to do it. So now I can show you the engine bay. So yeah, ported heads, Magnuson 2650, and you see right here, this fuel rail, 2 high PSI, that is our port injection rails, which is fed by a 4 fuel system. So a drop-in pump with regulators. Most of the fuel system is actually hidden. We've got it in the fender, so it looks really sleek underneath the hood. We just finished this up, so we haven't quite taken it to the track yet, but this also has a built transmission and a built rear end, trans brake controller, and 2-step, MSD 2-step. I'll show you where that's at. Nice and hidden right here, semi-hidden, because you have to access that to make adjustments on the fly at the track. So a lot of times when we install the trans brake controller, you have to get out and either somewhere in the front or in the back, you've got to hit a switch on this controller. We've got it right here behind the screen. So you drop that down, hit that switch. Outside of that, this car looks stock. But man,
So for those that don't know, what's the trans brake for?
So what that's going to do is allow you to launch at the drag strip with or on the street. Allow you to launch at. So all right, let me run through it real quick. This would be the easiest way to explain it. So you're at the Christmas tree, right? And the lights are going. So you're going to hold this paddle, and you're going to put your foot on the floor, and that's where the 2-step comes in, because it's going to hold you at the RPM that you need to launch from. And instead of moving your foot from the brake to the pedal and pushing that to the floor, you're already on the floor, and all you got to do, boom, and you are booking it, especially in this car. And that was going to be my next point. So like I mentioned, stock block, and that's what we're kind of excited about. Stock bottom end. and we got 1,043 rear wheel horsepower. That is legit. That is pretty serious. So we've been pretty excited about this one, and customer is coming to pick it up really soon. Just got it nice and cleaned up, and we are quite confident he'll be very happy with it. As I mentioned, we haven't taken it to the track yet, but we know the customer is really itching to, and we're gonna go with them if we have the opportunity. If we do, we're gonna have some footage of that either on this video or on the next one. So make sure and subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Instagram, and I'm gonna go ahead and start this up and give you a couple of good revs to hear that exhaust. That was the weirdest noise. Oh, you got me.
How's that?
It's pretty good. We just need more boost. I know the customer wants 1,000, but we're only at about 18 and a half pounds. So I put more time in it, didn't pick up. So we need more boost. We'll do a little bit bigger lower pulley, and that'll give us, doing the math, we'll go from a 9.2 to a 9.45 to put us up around 21 and a half pounds. That should get us over 1,000 easily. We have plenty of fuel system left, so we should be good.
Thank you, Ryan.
No problem.
Alright, this might be more of a wild ride. We'll see.
30. Half mile.
Yeah. Ooh. Man, it feels good. Perfect. At least I got data on my 2 to 3 shift, and she pulls strong. This thing feels good. So I'm gonna get it back to the shop. I'm gonna look over the logs a little bit more, maybe make any fine changes if I need to, and then we will get this thing ready for the trek. shifting. This is a fully built transmission, obviously Circle D torque converter in it, built rear end. Again, this thing has pretty much everything for the drag strip, just the short block is our limiting factor, so we can't run, or I'm not running as much boost as I would with a built engine, and we'd obviously be making more horsepower with a built engine, but this is still a setup, again, which is crazy to say, the stock short block running what it's going to run, and literally I'm sweating in 100-degree weather at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But again, the customer can get the car back, enjoy it, at least that's his plan, the way it sits right now. Get used to the car, hopefully then maybe by Christmas time or in December, send it back for the built motor so we can use the full potential of this 2650 Supercharger. But all in all, like I said, for the first day out testing this thing, good success. Mr. Chisholm's gonna love this car. Hopefully in the future we can show y'all this car doing work at the track. If not us doing it, hopefully him doing it. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm out for now.